It begins where silence speaks louder than words, where walls don't shout, they whisper. This is not just a home. It's a feeling, and yet, most will never see it. Today you will. Not everyone understands quiet luxury. Some expect gold-plated faucets and chandeliers the size of cars. But here, there is none of that. Here, luxury isn't loud. It doesn't scream to be noticed. It just is. This barn doesn't need attention. It commands it without trying. The air feels different the moment you step closer, like stepping out of time, into something softer, slower. You can almost hear the quiet wrap around you, like a silk scarf on a cool morning. Look closely. The lines, perfect, seamless, deliberate. Not for show, for soul. This isn't about more. It's about less. Less that somehow feels like more. Because here, every detail matters. Every choice is intentional. Every texture has a story. The beams, aged oak, sanded smooth but not too smooth, so you can still feel the life it once lived. The windows, they don't just let in light. They frame the day like a painting, changing hour by hour, season by season. No ornate curtains, just linen, soft, weightless, dancing in the wind. And the silence. Oh, the silence. Not empty, not cold. Alive. You can almost hear it breathing with you. You realize it's not silence at all. It's peace. The kind that costs more than any gold-plated tap ever could. Because simplicity isn't simple. It's the hardest thing to perfect. So, what makes this barn so different? It's not the steel, or the timber, or the way the light slides across the walls. It's something you can't touch, can't buy. It's how it makes you feel, like the world finally stopped spinning. Welcome to the Luxe Barn, where quiet isn't absence, it's everything. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button because it's a simple way to show your love for these incredible designs. Quiet luxury isn't about more, it's about less. Less that means more. Every detail in this barn tells you something, without ever saying a word. Quiet luxury is not a trend. It's not a hashtag. It's a language of restraint, of confidence. It speaks softly because it doesn't need to raise its voice. It doesn't need gold leaf or crystal chandeliers to prove its worth. Its value isn't worn on the outside, it's felt deep inside. This barn doesn't beg for attention. It commands it in silence. The kind of silence that makes you pause without even knowing why. The kind of beauty that doesn't hit you like a shout, but sinks into you slowly, like a melody you can't forget. Flashy luxury wants the world to see, to applaud, to validate. Quiet luxury? It doesn't care who's watching. It's for you, and only you. That's its power. Every line in this home is intentional. Every material, chosen, not because it's the most expensive, but because it's the most honest. Aged oak beams, carrying the weight of years, but softened by time. Steel bones, strong yet hidden beneath warmth. Soft linen curtains, weightless, effortless, moving when the wind whispers through. Sunlight sliding across matte walls, painting them in shades that change as the hours pass. That's luxury you can't stage. You can't fake. And here's the secret. Quiet luxury isn't about adding more. It's about taking away everything that doesn't matter, until all that's left is the essence of comfort, of presence, of peace. Because the loudest statement you can make is saying nothing at all. This is the soul of the Luxe Barn, where beauty doesn't scream. It breathes. It waits. And when you finally feel it, you understand why silence is the ultimate status symbol. We share new content regularly to help you create spaces you love, so don't forget to subscribe. This isn't architecture. It's poetry written in timber and glass. Step inside, and you feel it immediately. The space is alive. Not loud, not flashy, but breathing. Every line, every angle, every curve seems to move with you, to shift with the light, to listen to the rhythm of your own heartbeat. The ceilings soar higher than you expect. They stretch upward, reaching for the sky, carrying a sense of freedom you didn't even know you were missing. Standing here, it's as if the walls themselves are whispering, breathe. Take your time. Let the world settle around you. Steel bones hold the structure strong, unseen at first, but felt in the quiet confidence of the design. They are wrapped in warmth. Timber, soft finishes, textures that invite touch. Strength and comfort intertwined, as if the house itself is offering an embrace. It's the kind of structure that never forces you to look at it. Instead, it carries you, gently, allowing you to notice life in the details, the grain of a beam, the curve of a polished edge, the subtle glow of natural light across a matte wall. And the windows, they are not just openings. They are frames for living paintings. Outside, the seasons perform their endless choreography, and inside, you are part of it. Morning light spills in, painting the oak floors with gold. Afternoon clouds drift past, softening every shadow. Evening sun stains the walls in amber. Every glance feels like a discovery, a quiet revelation. This is design at its most human, a delicate balance of raw and refined. Rough-hewn timber paired with smooth finishes. Industrial steel softened by organic curves. Every element chosen not for show, but for feeling, for the way it makes your chest expand, your mind quiet, your soul pause. Here, architecture is not static. It breathes with you. It moves with you. And in that movement, it teaches a simple truth. The most enduring beauty is not built to impress. It is built to be lived deeply, fully, quietly. If you found this, every corner whispers, stay, stay a little longer. Feel the stillness. Hear the silence. Step inside, and the world outside slips quietly away. The living room greets you first, not with grand gestures, not with ornaments screaming for attention, but with textures that invite you to linger. Soft linen cushions, velvet throws, rugs that hush your footsteps. Every element is minimal, yet plush, crafted not for display but for presence. It's the kind of comfort that doesn't need to announce itself. It simply exists, and in its existence, it asks nothing but for you to notice. The kitchen is a study in understated elegance. Stone countertops with subtle veins, oak cabinetry warmed by years of natural light, brass handles that feel cool and reassuring in your hand. Here, functionality and beauty are inseparable. Every movement is intentional. Every material chosen for the way it makes life feel more tactile, more alive, more deliberate. You reach for the kettle and sense the weight of it. Not heavy, not burdensome, but a gentle reminder that even the smallest gestures can be luxurious. The bedroom, it is the heart of this quiet sanctuary. The air itself feels different here. Pillows that welcome you without pretension, a bedspread that flows like water, the soft hush of wool rugs underfoot. Here, serenity isn't a concept. It's tangible, wrapping around you, urging you to breathe, to slow, to feel the space as much as occupy it. Every detail, from the touch of the door handle to the way light brushes against matte walls, is designed for presence. This is a home that doesn't demand your attention. It asks only for your awareness. It reminds you that life is not in the noise, but in the moments between, the pauses, the quiet, the stillness. Here, interiors are not about filling space. They are about creating it, creating a rhythm, a feeling, a sense of being fully, completely, wonderfully at home. And as you move through it, you begin to understand comfort here doesn't sh. But here's the truth, silence has a cost. It's easy to walk through a home like this and feel only the calm, the elegance, the quiet luxury. But every smooth surface, every seamless corner, every whisper of light across a wall carries a story of labor, patience, and intention. Nothing here is accidental. Nothing is ordinary. Bespoke craftsmanship shapes every element, from the precision of the oak beams to the subtle curvature of door frames. Every line has been measured, cut, and polished to perfection. Materials are curated with a reverence rarely seen. Stone that feels alive beneath your fingertips, metals that catch light without glare, fabrics that shift like water when you move through them. Each choice whispers restraint. Each detail hums intention. Simplicity, they say, is the ultimate sophistication. But in truth, simplicity isn't simple. It's the hardest thing to perfect. To create a space that feels effortless, serene, and entirely natural requires endless decisions, countless refinements, a devotion to subtlety that borders on obsession. The quiet you feel in these walls, it isn't free. It is earned. And yet, there is a temptation in this silence, a pull you cannot name. You sense it and wonder, is it worth it? Would you pay for peace? For a home that asks nothing of you except presence and gives everything in return? Because the cost isn't just measured in money. It's measured in patience, in restraint, in the courage to value quality over quantity, essence over extravagance. The Luxe Barn doesn't boast. It doesn't flaunt, but it asks for commitment. A commitment to taste, to discernment, to noticing the smallest gestures of care that make the space breathe. This isn't just design, it's a lifestyle. Living in a space like this changes the way you feel. It's not about possessions or extravagance or the latest trend. It's about presence. It's about learning that when you own less, you can feel more. More of the morning sun, more of the quiet, more of yourself. Imagine waking slowly, the first light of day spilling through the tall, generous windows. It drapes itself across the floors, across the soft textures, across the corners that invite stillness. A deep inhale, and you notice the scent of wood and linen, the coolness of the air shifting around you. Outside, the birds are awake before you, their songs delicate, unhurried.